Hello YouTube to episode 2 of Known Knowns. We're going to be looking at the first-person shooter reveal from PAX Australia and how the devs see things and how it really usually will play out in first-person shooters online.
Okay, guys, stack up.
They said not to wait up.
So you reckon that the rainbow sprinkles are the way forward with the donut?
Absolutely, because then you get the different textures between soft donuts.
Could you two
and
get your
crunchy
asses over here
sprinkles.
right now?
Did you lose something, Sarge?
You drop something,
This
Sergeant?
is supposed to be a stealth mission.
Why?
Never mind. You're here now. I need you to breach that door.
Oh, charades! I know this. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Hang on,
is
hang
it
on.
musical?
No, it's gonna
No?
be,
Is it-
it's a book. No.
Okay, sign language 101. This means stay low. This means stack up. And this means I'm gonna put your lights out if you don't shut up.
Stack up. No, I'm pretty sure that means one syllable.
Just shut up. Breach that door.
Okay.
Now that trailer is from a advertisement piece made for Battlefield Bad Company called Rainbow Sprinkles. And I think that really kind of shows the mentality that a lot of FPSers really do approach video games, because we're going to hear them call out certain military commands and stuff like that. They're trying to be milsimish with jargon and things of that nature, and that's really where this video breaks down for me, or this demo. Now, we get to see the Redeemer here in a cinematic cutscene, a scripted cutscene, which is great because I did vote for the Redeemer there at the end. It was the ship that was created by a group of fans during the Next Great Starship competition. I really voted for that ship for one reason at the end. I forget, I think it was the Infinite Shoe Monkey or something like that. That was the ship that I really wanted to win from a design standpoint, but I voted for this one at the end because it had a modeled coffee pot in it. If they're going to spend the time and effort to model a coffee pot in a virtual spaceship, they get my vote. I like coffee that much. However, the developers have stated that they wanted this game to be more tactical and milsimish, as opposed to just more run-and-gun consumer FPSs that a lot of people are used to, like Call of Duty, the Halo franchise, to a certain extent the Battlefield, the last two Battlefields, Battlefield 3 and especially 4, that have been released in the past couple of years. They wanted to harken back to more of a tactical shooter back in the days of the early Red Storm Entertainment games, such as Rogue Spear or Rainbow Six Rogue Spear, the original Ghost Recon, later embodied by the SWAT genre of games, but largely a style of games, of first-person shooters, that really ceased to be on the market by about the mid-2000s. However, just looking visually at this style and everything, I swear that I'm looking at ODST 2 being developed or being demoed. I felt more like I was watching a Halo game, the next Halo game, not a space sim shooter, Death of a Spaceman mechanics and Arma in space. They're trying to use language here, and they're going to be rushing around, and eventually when they do get into their firefight, somebody makes out the call of, oh, I want suppressing fire on that target. And my experience of suppressing fire in any and all video games, even ones such as Battlefield that attempt to mimic suppressing effects, is that it doesn't really matter. People will stand up even while taking incoming fire and just shoot back. Suppressing fire does not have that dramatic of an effect as it does in real life when people will hide behind cover, or at least concealment, trying to escape bullets. In video games, most people just don't care. If they think that there's even 1 in 100 chance of they'll get that lucky shot off while being suppressed, they'll stand there and take the incoming fire. And unless permadeath and death mechanics are brutal, and I'm talking like old death tax rates of like 70%, you die, you lose 70% of your net worth, I don't see a lot of people caring. And if it is that brutal, then what you're going to see is a lot of people will develop an alt account. They'll have a secondary character slot, which we know people will have, in my case, I have 2 packages, so I'll have 2 different characters, technically. As a result, they'll either do that or people will buy an alt account and have that as their Marine character, a throwaway character that their main character gives them weapons or whatnot, buys them, and then whenever they need to go into first-person shooter mode, they're just going to log into that character and take them along. They get shot and dead. If they lose 70% of nothing, they've lost nothing. It's the old Jane Cobb. Let's see here, do the math. That's nothing carried by nothing. It's nothing. So that's how I foresee a lot of the first-person shooter mechanics actually eventually playing out, based on what I saw here. Now, they do go 0G in this hangar. Everything's kind of dark, kind of hard to tell. I don't know if that's just kind of the game right now, the ambiance. Maybe if it was 5 feet in front of me, I would have a little bit different of an opinion. But, I mean, even the crosshairs for, like, the laser pistol, it reminded me of the plasma pistol from Halo. Again, thought I was watching a Halo demo by the end of it. Especially that second, third time through, I was like, oh, cool, is this the demo for the next ODST? So, that's kind of what I felt, that it's not Arma in space. It feels like ODST too. And if that's the vibe that ultimately they want to go for, they're succeeding in that. But I didn't see anything really there outside of their failed use to try to make, practical use of military-ish jargon. That was really too tactical or militaristic about it. I know it's still in early development. It's not even supposed to be in our hands for at least another 6 months. So maybe there's going to be times to flesh that out, and we'll see how things go. But as far as I can tell, it just looks like any other FPS in space at this point. Sci-fi first-person shooter game. Well, that's pretty much all I've got this week. Stay tuned, as I will be doing more videos come next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, as the Star Citizen universe continues to get fleshed out. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Give me your feedback and comments below, and see you next time.